Hey, hello, tax lien investors. It's Joanne Musa, the tax lien lady, and this is Ask the Tax Lien Lady Live, where I answer your questions live on Facebook about tax lien and tax deed investing. And you might notice I have a different background today. I am in a different place. We had a bad storm yesterday. The power is out at my house, and I am at my son's girlfriend's house, just so that I could do this for you. So I also am not speaking too loud today because she is taking a nap. I picked up my son and his girlfriend at Newark Airport early this morning, and I'm here to answer your questions about investing in tax liens or tax deeds. And I did get a couple of questions from our Facebook group. We have a private group that is free to join if you just answer some questions. Okay, we just want to make sure that you're interested in tax liens, right? Or and that you're not going to solicit everybody. And we did have somebody put their event in the group that had nothing to do with tax liens. It was about the stock market. So something to do with stock market investing. So we did delete that event and ban that person from the group. So that's why we have you we ask those questions if you agree to our terms, which is that you won't solicit in the group and that you'll be, polite and that you're interested. We want to find out if you're interested in tax liens or tax deeds. So the group, by the way, is at facebook.com/groups/ tax lien. I have to think about it because we changed the name of the group. It was Investing for Success Group, and now it's Tax Lien Investing Success. Okay, so it's facebook.com/groups/ tax lien investing success. Okay, and Nicole is not here with me today to put the links in for you because I'm doing this from StreamYard, and she's usually on Facebook putting the links in the comments for you, so we can put that in for you later. But I did get a couple of questions in the group that I want to talk about here today. And one was about the Missouri tax sales. Now, coming up the end of April the end of August, the other month that starts with an A, right? The end of this month, the end of August, coming up are the Missouri and Mississippi tax sales. And they all take place on the fourth Monday of the month, which is August 28th. And to bid in the Missouri tax sales, you have to be a resident of the state of Missouri, okay? But you can get somebody else who is a resident to bid for you. However, they have to be a resident of the county that they're bidding in. So if you want to bid in a county in Missouri and you are not a resident of the state of Missouri, you can get an agent to bid for you, but they have to be a resident of that county. And the certificate, the tax lien certificate, has to be made out in their name, and then they can assign it to you, okay? They will have to get the mail. So they will, the mail for that certificate will have to go to them. And I'm not sure if somebody had asked me if they could get Missouri LLC and have somebody bid for them for the LLC. I'm not sure you can do that. I'm not sure what the stipulation is for doing that. In other words, does the owner of the LLC have to be, either way, you're going to have an agent in Missouri, probably in the county that you're bidding in, okay? Okay, but I haven't personally invested in Missouri, so if anybody has invested in Missouri from out of state, we would love to hear from you inside our tax lien investing success group, okay? And again, it's free to join the group. You just have to answer some questions. Another question that I got is, and this I get a lot for people that join the group, because we ask them when they join the group, one of the questions we ask is, what is your most important question when it comes to investing in tax liens or tax deeds? And I get this question a lot, and it's how to get started. And another question I get a lot is, how do I pick the right properties to invest in? All right, so that how to get started is a pretty like open-ended question that it's hard for me to answer with a quick answer. But I do have a webinar Thursday night, a tax sale success webinar, and we're going to be talking about the online tax lien sales happening in August and September. So we'll talk a little bit more about those Missouri and Mississippi sales that are happening on August 28th, and also what other tax sales are coming up, tax lien sales, especially the online tax lien sales in September. Okay, and that webinar, I know we've posted it in the Investing for Success group, and I'm sure we've posted it here on our business page. And you could just go to taxlienlady.com/tax sale success webinar and register. And that link, I'm sure, is here for you on this page. I know we have a post about it. It is at 7 p.m. Thursday night, and we would love to have you register. It's free to register for that webinar. There will be a replay. It will be available for a short time, maybe for a week, and come live if you can to that. Oh, by the way, the webinar replay will only go to the people that register. Okay, so make sure you register even if you can't be there live. All right, now the other question I get a lot is, besides how to get started, right, is how do I pick the right properties? And the thing is that due diligence doesn't start with picking the right properties. It starts with picking the right place to invest, because you could pick the right properties, but then if you go to the sale and you find out that those properties are bid so competitively that you're not going to get any anyway, or you go to the sale and find out those properties aren't even there because they were there, but then people have until the last minute to pay them off. Okay, and they pay them off like right before the sale and they're gone. Like, especially if you find out about the sale like a few weeks before the sale actually happens, those properties that were listed, half of them are going to be paid before the sale and are not going to be in the sale. So the thing to do is find out what happened in prior sales where you plan to go. And then if there's going to be enough of the right type of properties left for you to bid on, if that's likely to happen. If you find out what happened in past sales, you're also going to know how much people are bidding to find out if it's worth it for you to go to that sale and bid. Okay, so that's where due diligence starts. And also, along with picking the right place, you also want to pick a place where the property is valuable. Okay, so you want to stay out of the high crime places and out of, I would stay out of the inner cities unless you really know that, because hey, there's good areas and bad areas in cities. And if you know the city really well, then you'll know where those good areas are. But there's some cities that you just want to stay away from because of the high crime. Baltimore, Maryland is one of them. Camden, New Jersey is another one. Okay, now I know these areas because I live on the East Coast. Now you might know where those areas are around where you live, okay? And the other thing that I would stay away from is areas around major airports because they tend to have high crime. All right, so those are some questions that I got inside the investing, well, it's not the Investing for Success group anymore, it's the Tax Lien Investing Success group. Okay, so those are some questions that I got from there, but let me ask you, if you're here watching me, what is your question that you would like me to answer for you. Okay, I am here on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Even today when I had to go somewhere else because I didn't have power at home, and I'm probably not going to have it all day. We live on a dirt road. We had a bad storm last night, and a tree came down up the road, took out the power lines, and may have even damaged one of the I don't even know what you call them, transformers or whatever that they have. So it might be a while before we get our power back on. But I actually you could see I have a different background because I'm in a different place so that I could be here for you answering your questions. So let me know, what is your most important question when it comes to investing in tax liens or tax deeds? And just say hello and let me know where you are coming in from. And because it is very different in every state, and it doesn't matter if you're investing in tax liens or tax deeds or redeemable deeds, each state has different procedures and does things differently. Okay, so just say hello, let me know where you're coming in from, and let me know what your question is. And I'm here to answer it for you today. Okay. And I also, if you missed earlier, I also talked about the webinar that we have in 2 days, Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time, our next free tax sale success webinar. This one is about the online tax lien sales in August and September. Okay, so if I have no other questions, I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to let me know what your questions are, and I will answer them for you. And if we don't have any questions, then I'll be here next Tuesday to answer your questions about tax lien and tax deed investing. By the way, we will also be having a 3-day challenge in a couple of weeks. All right, we don't have the registration for that yet. Again, this is a pre-challenge that we'll be doing in a couple of weeks. But if you're going to be doing the Mississippi or Missouri tax sales, you definitely want to be on that webinar because those tax sales are happening on the 28th, just a week after we start our challenge. So you're going to want to make sure that you're able to register for those sales if you plan on participating in them. Then we'll also be talking about the other online tax lien sales that are happening, and that challenge will be to help you get your first lien or your next lien in the next 60 days. Okay, and that's the challenge that we'll be doing is the Tax Lien Investing Jumpstart Challenge. And I believe it's starting on the 21st, which is a Monday. And it's a couple of weeks away. So just wanted to let you know about that. We don't have the sign up information ready yet, but we'll have that for you next week. Okay. And on Thursday, also Thursday, 12 o'clock, inside the Tax Lien Investing Success Group, I will be doing our next tax lien investing tip. I do a short tax lien investing tip every Thursday there inside the group. So if you're not a member of the Investing for Success group, again, it is free to join. It's a private group. You have to be a member to see the posts there. But all you have to do to join is answer, I think there's 4 questions that we have. The first one is that you agree to the terms. We just don't want you to solicit everybody in the group, and we want you to, of course, we want to make sure that you're interested in tax lien or tax deed investing. Otherwise, this is not that wouldn't be the right group for you if you're not. So, okay. All right, so if I have no more questions, I'm going to sign off for today, and I'll see you next week at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Bring your questions. Bring your questions about investing in tax liens or tax deeds or redeemable tax deeds. Okay. And I'll see you next week. Bye.